Welcome, Pokemon trainers. Welcome to my family-friendly live stream. Today we are going to try something new, or new for me anyway, which is going to involve a little bit of gameplay where I evolve a shiny Pokemon and talk about how I got it and how this all works, and then we can open it up to some GTS trading. So any questions about details about that should become clear during the stream, but also I've explained a bunch of things in the description. So let me say hello to everybody in the chat. Welcome and thanks for joining in today. Hello, I am Ginger. Hello, Mike F. I thought this would be good for like an end of the weekend, you know, fairly calm and well, I don't know about calm, depending on you guys in the chat, how rowdy y'all get. But I think today, you know, this is a new concept for me, and I know a lot of people have done this, but I think we'll get into it. So let me go ahead and switch the screen so that we have something a little bit better to look at. Hopefully you guys can hear me and you can hear the music. If something is too loud or too quiet, let me know in the chat and I will fix it, because I can't really hear it the way you hear it. Let's see, one of you says, I've had 5 days of school because like 1 inch of snow. Oh, you mean like 5 days off from school? Oh my gosh, snow, snow where you are. We had a flash snowstorm yesterday, or actually 2 nights ago. And it was crazy. I looked out the window in the morning, it was just rain. And then 5 minutes later, I looked out the window and there was snow everywhere. And I had to sort of slightly panic, move my car, make sure all my phones were charged because of all the wind. We had a lot of power outages. But hopefully everyone in the chat are you guys all doing well? Good weather for now? Are you bundled up and warm, or whatever you need to be for different parts of the world? All right, let me explain a little bit about what I'm doing today. Let me see what's the best way to go about this. I'll show you what I have put in my party, and let's have a look at this. Let me see how it looks on the screen. All right, so I'm going to switch to another way of looking at it. So this is my green Ekans that I hatched in an earlier video, you know, months and months ago in Pokemon Gold, and I knew at that time how to clone Pokemon within Pokemon Gold and Silver, just using a simple programming glitch. No hacking hardware or software required. Let me answer the question. So let's see. Question in the chat: have you ever played Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon? No. Have you? And do you think that's something I should check out? I actually did download it. I got the game as a download, but I haven't tried it yet. But anyway, so what we're going to do, so I in Pokemon Gold, I leveled it up to level 58 because I was sort of trying to breed it with a shiny Gyarados, regular Gyarados, yeah, shiny Gyarados, trying to get a male, but I only got a female. But then I cloned it and I made a whole box full of these shiny Ekans. And then I saw a YouTube video about how to clone whole boxes of Pokemon going up to Pokemon Bank through the transporter. So I did that. So now I have a gazillion of these high-level shiny Ekans, which I'm going to evolve into an Arbok, shiny Arbok on screen, and then we'll GTS trade them. Let's see. So, about Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, you're playing it now, and it's fun. You got it a couple of days ago. All right. Thanks for the tip, because I am all about Pokemon, and some of the Pokemon games I really had fun when Pokemon Stadium came out for the GameCube years ago, and I just you know, there's just a lot of things I missed. So, because I was really focused on the mainstream games. So I'm sorry about the flashing screen, guys. I'm going to switch this back now, and let me get all the way out of this. But you can see I've got at least 4 of these shiny Pokemon in my party, and we're just going to go ahead and run out of here, and I'm going to put, I think I will put, it doesn't really matter which one I put up first, because this helps them evolve. There's a whole lot of points they have to get before they evolve just one level. And since I'm going to be doing this a lot, I don't have enough rare candies for like a whole box full of these. So out we go. Now the one thing that I always like to do before I battle or potentially level up my Pokemon is I go into Pokemon Refresh. You know, those of you that have watched my prior screens, you know that I do this by making sure that your Pokemon has at least 1 heart, of enjoyment and affection, and you can see a little bit better this way. As long as it has at least 1 heart of affection, any of these, then it will level up faster. It will gain 25% more HP in battles. So, you know, try to make it a habit if you like. Any Pokemon you catch that you think you might end up using, go ahead and put it into Pokemon Refresh. So here we go. I'm going to go out of NK, and we're going to pick up one of these Ekanses. And this is all in the service of getting them to evolve to Shiny Arbok, which is really cool. We'll see it in, I don't know how long this is going to take, like 10 minutes or 5 minutes, or to level up the entire box just by battling. But wait till you see this. You can see the icon that I found for Shiny Arbok. It's gold, and it kind of reminds me of Cleopatra's poisonous snake. Cleopatra committed suicide by having a poisonous snake bite her on purpose. Kind of crazy stuff. Hey, Creeper Brothers! If Granny is not live, I will cry. I'll be in. So nice of you. All right, so that's my little intro. We're basically getting ready to level up the shiny Ekans that I've got in my party. I've got 4 of them. The IVs on each one are a little bit different. So even though I cloned them using the cloning glitch in Generation 2, once you put them through the transporter treats each one as a brand new Pokemon, as a separate Pokemon. So all of these are different. They all have different IVs. But I'll also show you once they evolve that I had taught it, they all have the hidden ability, and I taught them a transfer-only move that you can't get onto the Pokemon any other way in Sun or Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. So I think this is an interesting thing. Another great dramatic entranche of Sir Albion. Oh, listen, if you're going to stream tonight, do it. Definitely do it. I've sort of learned the hard way that the worst possible thing a streamer can do is procrastinate. Because the longer, in my case, the longer I go without streaming, the more picky I get about how perfect I want things to be. And that's just, that's not achievable. You just got to do it. You got to seize the moment. Okay, let's see. So let's see if all 4 of my Ekans have at least 1 heart. Oh, I didn't do the first one. Okay, so these have it. Good. One more refresh, and then we'll start battling some high-level Pokemon right outside the game tree area where we are at the moment, and then they'll evolve. Let's see. In April the 25th, it's time for your 12th birthday. Well, congratulations! That's wonderful. My birthday's in April too, but I can't tell anybody when. But it's in April, it's after the beginning, and it's before the end. Hey, Emerald Steve. That's not how you evolve an Ekans to become an Arbok. The way you do it is you have to battle with it and don't let it faint. The same as with Pichu. That's right, Emerald Steve. We are going to be battling with it, and it's going to go up one level. But what I was saying earlier is if you have a rare candy, that also works just as well. One weird thing that I've noticed is that if you use the rare kitchen in the festival plaza, it will level up your Pokemon, and they will not evolve. I don't know if that's some weird glitch or what. So I'm just putting this out, but I'm not going to Arbok is kind of weak, even at level 58, which I learned from my little practice sessions earlier. So I'm going to rely on Haluka to do all the heavy fighting here, heavy battling. Yes, Creeper Brothers, thanks for explaining that to Emerald, why the happiness is useful when you level up. It helps it level up faster. It's a 25% increase in the HP gained during a battle. So let's see what I'm going to do. I'm going to do Sky Attack. Wow. That's the other thing, though, is that Granbull is frequently can evade moves, I've noticed. So you have to be ready for it, of course. Alright, so I'll just do a quick take care of Haluka, and then we'll see how we're doing. I think it's been on average, in order to there's over 10,000 experience points that a level 58 Ekans needs to evolve to the next level. So in this area, that is roughly 3 or 4 battles, but then of course, that's the whole box. It might be as much as 5 battles. Give Ekans a smooth bell, it will ever love faster, and also use the Rotom power. Yes, thank you for the reminder about the Rotom power, because that is actually something I had planned to do and just forgot about in the course of getting my stream ready. Okay, so this is all I need at the moment to get out of that. And I have a lot of the Rotom HP powers. Let's have a look. So, experience points, that's the one. I think I'll start it right after I restore, go ahead and restore Haluka for battling. Actually, there's a bunch of ways to get you can like hold it and then drag the berry. That's a teeny bit faster. I'm always looking for shortcuts with all of the, tapping on the screen and so forth. This game has shortcuts in funny places. Alright, so we're out of here. Karai Hiroma, greetings. Thanks for dropping by. Nice to see you again. Creeper Brothers says, Granny, I'm just asking, would you do a Nuzlocke or a Wonderlock someday? If you would do a versus, who would you play the versus with? Like a random viewer that can stream or record? That's an interesting... I would like to do something like a Wonderlock or a Nuzlocke. I have several ideas that are a little more interesting, a little different than the standard thing. But yes, I would. That would be fun. And I would definitely think about who might want to do a versus with me, because that would be fun. Use Rotom Friendship. So Emerald Steve, I don't actually need the friendship. The affection hearts are the things that make the difference here in this case. But thanks for the suggestion. Cha sounds like the word cha, T-J-A, in Swedish. Oh, what does that mean, Creeper Brothers, by the way, cha in Swedish? Does it mean yes in English? I'm not really sure. I really don't know any Spanish. Karai says, I bought Crystal yesterday, a soft reset for a shiny magpie from an odd egg. Oh, congratulations, Karai. That is good news, and that is fun. I bought shiny Crystal, but I haven't done anything with it other than just, plan on doing things. So just so that you guys can see, these shiny Ekans have dig, and dig is the transfer only move, and I like the idea of dig on Ekans, and I could, you could certainly teach it really great poison stab moves, but it is also going to have access to, if you use a heart scale, to really powerful, very, very, very powerful, probably the most powerful poison move in the game. If you go take it to the move relearner on Mount Lanakila. Alright, so let's get out of here and go do some battling. So much talking, so little time. I think I've got everybody going here. So we'll just keep going. See how many. We'll just see how many times. So Dolphin Fan 27. Okay. So cha is a European exclusive word, Dolphy. Okay, so it's Dutch and it's Swedish. Well, somebody should clue me in, tell me what it means. I mean, I hope it doesn't mean something rude, because we're trying to be family friendly here. All right, let me focus on these battles a little bit, because I'm just playing silly here at the moment. Really want to get to our plan here and get these first four Arboks evolved to shiny Ekans into shiny Arbok. All right, so in cave, while it's interesting to battle, it doesn't give you quite a lot of points. I'd rather be battling something else in this grass. So, yes, everyone, thank you for I Am Ginger's comment to remember to drop a like, click a thumbs up on the video. So I'm going to trade Emerald Steve. I'm going to be doing the trades as soon as they've evolved. So I don't know, is that going to take me 10 minutes or 15 minutes? I mean, I'm filling up my party with the Ekans, and then battling to evolve them, and then I'll go into the GTS and look. So that's the thing. Make sure you read on the screen how I'm going to find the Pokemon. If you guys have or can prepare Pokemon, and you've got to name it is.gd/G and then lowercase pkmn, and that way I'll know that it's people from the stream. And you just put in that you want an Arbok, but I'll give you the shinies that I've evolved, that I'm about to evolve. Okay, let's get this switched over to Hauruka. Keep battling. It's, oh my gosh, so it's 23:07 in Sweden, so it's after 11 o'clock at night, and also in the Netherlands. And you guys probably have school tomorrow, guys and gals. Yeah, Granny's not trying to be a bad influence. But yeah, well, it's good, clean fun. I mean, I do save it for people that want to watch it later, but it's a little more fun to watch these things live. In my opinion, it's more fun for me to live stream than to try to make a video and then edit it and then, make it perfect, and it never's going to be perfect. And so, yeah, live streaming, at least I can, it takes me about an hour to set up all my equipment and make sure everything's working, and then just, stream. Plus, you guys make it more fun. Okay, so I Am Ginger, you have an hour improvement on the other European Pokemon trainers, so it's 10 o'clock there. That works, that works. Okay, so we'll just keep going with this. And I just want to double check. I mean, basically, oh, that's the guy that needs attention. Okay, but you see how my Ekans all have one heart, and keeping them in a good mood definitely helps. I think, you know, it seems a little slow getting these started, but once we get sort of more into a rhythm of the battles. Granny's our goddess. That's a great hashtag. Oh my gosh, you guys always make me laugh. Don't know why that is. You're just really super great people in the chat. I love you. All right, I'm gonna switch back over because I don't want to knock these guys out. Whoops, I'm trying to switch that way. There we go. What kind of Meowth? It doesn't matter. It can be Alolan Meowth. It can be Kanto original Meowth. It can, you know, any Meowth is fine. But just make sure that you name it that way and you say that you want an Arbok, and then I can find you and know that you're the streamers, you're the chat people. Oh, Karai Hiroma, sending love to TheGameNGrannie. Thank you so much. I love you. I love you all. I'm Ginger says, British superiority. We can watch TheGameNGrannie longer without getting tired. You have your extra hour. So, and Karai is in Eastern time zone, so it's 5:10. So Karai, you're in the same time zone as me, but I'm in another world half the time. Like, I get tired you know when I get tired at being a granny? Right after I eat dinner. Then I just want like a dinner nap. But if I do that, then I wake up at 10 and I can't go back to sleep. So we just take it as it comes. Dolphin Fan 27. You made a terrible mistake to trust a human, he said, that if you want to trade, then you get a shiny back. Not. His name is Michael. Lost your Victini forever, and another 6 people lost Pokemon. Oh, on YouTube. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's awful. That is really awful. Well, no, you don't need to send me, you know, something valuable. Just any modest Meowth, and make sure you name it as you see on the screen, because I don't want people to be disappointed if, you know, something goes awry. But yeah, you guys should be getting shiny Pokemon from me as I hatch them. As you can see, it seems to be taking a long time to get this group to hatch, but maybe I'll talk a little bit less and battle a little bit more. Okay, so the Meowth, it does not matter what level it is, doesn't matter what gender, it doesn't matter anything except please rename it as you see on the screen, so that I'll know that you're from my stream. Okay, well, here we go. We get to see we get to see our evolution. Here it comes. Here it comes. Okay. Sorry, Creeper Brothers. I got to show your thing. So let's see. I need to get 1,000 subs this year. That would be great. So right now, for people in the chat that don't know, if you haven't subscribed, I would encourage it. My first goal is to get to 100 subs. I haven't been streaming regularly or that long, so I still consider myself a beginner. So yeah, we're gonna have some sub drives after I get to 100, but meanwhile, just please, folks, sub if you like. Thank you, Dolphin Fan 27. Okay, so let's just look at this beautiful shiny Arbok. It's named Nayaheya, and that is a word in another language, a word of antiquity, meaning golden snake, or referring to the snake that Cleopatra used, you know, to... That's very grim, how she used a snake to you know, kill herself. But yeah, let me try to stay positive. So this is a beautiful, beautiful thing, and we'll look at it. It wants to learn the move crunch. You know, once you guys get these, you can take them to the move relearner for the heart scale, and that lady will give you a lot of really cool options. But I'm going to go ahead and say we'll just, for the moment, wipe out Screech, teach it Crunch. Crunch is dark, and you kind of need it as a defensive move because poison type Pokemon such as this are weak to Psychic. So having a dark move helps you fight off a Psychic Pokemon in a battle. And Arbok is a physical attacker. Although its physical attack stats and special attack stats are not that different, I'm going to rearrange this so I can do it a little more efficiently. But just at the moment, I want you guys to appreciate, or at least be able to see and appreciate this Pokemon. So that's its stats, and we'll switch to the other screen. So I think if I tap it, yeah, we can see it attack. Oh, except I didn't expect my screen to blink. Sorry about that, folks. So here we go. Crunch. Dig is also a physical move. It's strong. Glare paralyzes the opponent, and that's good in the case of Arbok because you want them to slow down their speed. Haze is good, you know, depending on your battling style, but that's the move I'm going to replace with a stab move. And Unnerve, as you can see, is the hidden ability, and it helps with a number of things, but not the least of which is if you're shiny hunting, it helps the Pokemon that you're SOS hunting call in a new one. So this one has all of these will have the same nature. They are serious, but this is an experimental live stream, and I do plan next week, after March 9th, to do this with an even better round of Shiny Arboks. But this is how we're doing it today. Let me switch back to the upper screen and get on with switching things around. All right, so let me go ahead and not all of these will have to have a turnout front, but the way I'm doing this, I think, is going to be a little bit more efficient. Cool Dominator, hey, thanks for coming back. Nice to see you again. And Creeper Brothers Albion says, wish you had your paper, you could draw me a banner. I would love hand-drawn banners or fan art or anything like that. Definitely, people want to do fan art at any time. I will figure out how to. You guys can always post it on your Twitter if you have Twitter. If you don't have Twitter, you can post it in my Discord link if you want to join Discord. I do have that in the description. Alright, so the Ikins themselves are not strong enough by themselves to battle Pelipper at this level. I'm Ginger says, I'm very good at translating English to American. Handmade in England. It will break. Can Sun Moon go to Ultra? Cool Dominator. Do you mean in trades? Yes. Yes, it can. The only thing I need to do to make sure that everybody can get it is I won't give it something that you wouldn't be. I won't give it something to hold at this point in time. Hey, Radiant Narwhal. Thanks for joining. Glad to see you back again. It's really great for you. Super Mario. NK will get evolved at some point, but the focus today is on getting these shinies evolved so that we can reverse trade them in the GTS. Anyway, guys. I'm going to talk a little bit less until I at least get get this first round of Pokemon evolved. And I think, oh, I forgot to do my Roto. All right, I will do that also. Let me at least get random. What's this? Let me do a max potion. Radiant Narwhal, I do have the Shiny Charm, but in this case, Shiny Charm is not needed because I already have the Shiny Pokemon. It's just a matter of evolving them. Because Shiny Arbok, in my opinion, is so cool. And I caught it in a live stream I did months ago in Pokemon Gold. So, yeah, in the description I talk about how I turned one shiny Pokemon into several hundred shiny Pokemon. So we must overcome this Pelipper. I am Ginger. I do remember that Bagan, and I do remember how I accidentally did a fail and lost. In order to encounter a Bagan in the area I was trying to shiny hunt it months ago, it's like a 1 in 100 chance of encountering it. And yes, I could go somewhere else, but it was that particular area. So, yeah, painful memories of the past. Oh, so this Pelipper has Drizzle, huh? Let's see what we've got. I can keep using Haluka. And, so Creeper Brothers would like people to consider, subbing to him. He is also a micro YouTuber, like I am. So anybody that's interested, check out his channel. And we help each other out, basically. Alright, let's try this. Hopefully Pelipper won't avoid this attack. It might. Alright, Sky Attack. Good. I'm going to have to use a Leopard Berry on that Sky Attack because it only had 5 moves and I used the PP up to get it all the way up to, I think, 8 moves is the most you can increase it to. Okay, so here we go. We have another, yeah, oh yeah, it's evolving, it's gonna be beautiful. Let's see. A bit bigger than Granny, but Granny gets more views on streams. Well, Creeper Brothers, you've been at it longer than me, and you know it will evolve. Each person finds their magic. Okay, here we have beautiful, beautiful. So we only have 2 more to evolve, and then I will go and look at GTS. So anybody that wants these, please put a Meowth in the GTS. Named is good /G Pokemon. That's what is.gd stands for. It stands for is good. I think I'm gonna get rid of Screech. I can sing, but of course this isn't my real singing. This is my fun, celebratory, engaging, you know. Arbok learned Crunch. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's hardly singing. I'm thinking that, you know, the music when you're in Pokemon Sun and Moon or Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, the music inside the Tide Song Hotel is really cool. And when you talk to the singing girl, she repeats, you know, she's singing a poem, but those words don't match the rhythm of the song. And I have a musician in my family, and if we can figure out how to make those words go on the song, I will sing it on a live stream. I will do it. So, Creeper Brothers, the word for cookie in Swedish, unfortunately, is a slang word in English for poop. And so I don't want to really say it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep the live stream clean enough for young children, and you know, that's that. The Radiant Narwhal says, do you want DP remakes, like as in Diamond and Pearl remakes. I think Diamond and Pearl remakes would be, maybe I keep going back to on the whole subject of remakes. I think that what would be really smart for Game Freak is to make a Pokemon Virtual Console for the Switch. Then they could re-release any games that they wanted without necessarily having the development expense of a remake, right? So would I like to play Diamond or Pearl on the Switch? I would. What do you guys think? Let's see. Super Mario says, can you evolve your Inkay now, or is your 3DS hooked on some recording stuff? Or do you want Inkay to be an Inkay forever? My first Inkay evolution was one weird experience. Well, that's right, because I have to turn everything upside down. But only once it evolves. So when it levels up, it will tell me, oh, I see what you're saying. I have to pay attention. I keep thinking it's going to give me the evolve screen, but of course it's not. Of course it's not. I follow you. So I will consider that at some point in the stream. I just want to get through these. Super Mario, I'm glad you like the idea. I don't have a Switch. For those of you in the chat that do, I'm just waiting for them to get a little better with their manufacturing process, because from what I've seen, there have been a fair number of complaints about, some of the Switches people buy are in good condition and some, break kind of easily. And I don't know, that's a lot, 300 American dollars, that's a lot of money from my point of view. And I want something that's manufactured well. So I just think, it's been around for almost a year now. All right, so I didn't really want this guy to come out, but if I switch, let me think. Why don't we see how this guy can battle? Now that they're almost the same level. Not effective. Let's try Dig. Let's try our transfer only move. See how it does on Granbull. So the Radiant Narwhal says, I'm going to buy a Switch for the Pokemon game. I think that's going to be my trigger too. So Creeper Brother says, okay, Granny, say cycle cycle is bike in Swedish. And cycle is pretty much the way we would say bicycle. So cycle. I'm going to cycle over to the store. It's a little bit old-fashioned, but people would know what it means. Okay, so I did look at that. I did Dig, and it made almost no difference because Granbull has really, really good defense. So I'm going to switch out to a Pokemon that I know can get the job done. Good old Haluka. Do it next evolution. It'll evolve if you want it to. Super Mario, I probably will do it after, oh my goodness, after I get these last couple of Pokemon evolved. Now, let's see what I've got to do. I've got to give Haluka some juice, right? But the battle isn't going to last terribly long, so I'm not going to use my Roto things. Turns out max potions can be kind of easy to come by, I believe, in the Festival Plaza. Some of the general stores, some of the things that can appear in Festival Plaza are surprising, and they're cheap because it's festival coins, right? All right, so I'm out of Sky Attack. I guess I'm going to have to take a hit because I've got to, where is it? Where's the berries? Where's the berries? Oh, I know. Lepaberry is down here. Got to Lepaberry that move. There we go. Sky Attack. I could cheat with Rare Candy, but I don't have, oh, well, I could do the Rare Candy for the Evolving Inkay. It's just I really have a whole lot of these shiny Ekans to evolve, so I'm not, as I said, it's a little bit of an experiment, but I'm not going to use Rare Candies for those. I'm Ginger says, you should make a game for your channel where you have to paralyze the Bagans and catch the shinies. Oh my gosh. Somebody is teasing me and pulling my chain. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Wait, so, Creeper Brothers, like, why does your leg hurt? You're saying your leg hurts. I don't know, is that from laughing? Is that like, or riding bicycles? Do you ride bicycles in the winter where you live? I don't know, I'm freely associating ideas here. It might have nothing to do with what you were saying. All right, here we go. Da 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 da. Na ya hey ya is evolving. Come on, you can do it, you can do it. Da 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 da. The Naya Heya evolved into Arbok. Of course it did. What a beautiful, beautiful thing. And we'll go and wipe out the Screech move. Screech is a great move when you're battling, you know, other Pokemon trainers, you know, Battle Tree and so forth. But there's so many good options for physical and special attack moves at this point that I am not going to hold on to my status moves right now. And here's the other one. Here's the other one. We're finishing up. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can't wait. Oh. Okay, I'm Ginger says, I have to homework now. P.S. Any of you know about Macbeth, Scene 3, Act 2? Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I read Macbeth. Well, it's interesting. I am Ginger. You know, you're reading good stuff. So, we'll go ahead. We'll learn Crunch. We'll wipe out whatever status move, in this case, Screech. All right. So now I can just, well, okay. Got to do the right thing here. Clean up Howluka, since it's mainly what I'm using to do the real fighting, let's see how everybody looks. So that guy needs attention. So we've got 4 Arboks, and we can go to the GTS now. You know, I'm going to run over to the PC at the Battle Tree and just make sure all of these guys are healed up. Throw them into the PC. All right. Woohoo! We're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, it's weird because, you know, I try to figure out like how long these different steps take. And when I'm playing on my own, of course, it's completely different than when I'm playing on a live stream. I mean, it shouldn't be completely different, but just to give you guys an idea, this is you know how many I have so many of these, but that's not what I'm trying to do. Oh, sorry. What I was trying to do is just do this little deal here where, you know, you can replace all of your Pokemon in your team through the PC, and it levels everybody up as if you were at a Pokemon Center. Most of you probably already know that trick. So now let's go ahead and go to the Festival Plaza. And I'll figure out if I want to change this screen around. What I do like to do is I usually do my trading from in here. Excuse me, just so that I can get the festival coins. You know, you thank people in the Festival Plaza. I think it's good social practice for thanking people in real life. The more you thank people, I think sort of the better frame of mind, you know, a person can be in. All right, so of course it's connecting to the global link. Karai says, sorry, gotta go to a Discord server staff meeting. Goodbye. Well, thanks for dropping by. I hope you have a good meeting, Karai. And, yeah. So, sounds like good things are coming your way. Anybody that has to leave the stream, you can go ahead and put in your requests into the GTS, and I can just sort of fill them as I, you know, when I go to look. Okay, so I've got them. I've got 4 of these shiny golden Arboks. So here's how I'm going to find you guys. I'm going to say that I'm looking for a Meowth as a way to find you. And I guess if your games are in different languages, you know, then it still works, right? Because the GTS takes care of that. So that's how I'm searching, any Meowth at all. And I'll look to see if anybody puts them in. So that does not have the name that I'm looking for. See how they're named? Oh, hey, I'm going to switch it this way so that you can see the names. Okay, so these are the Meowths. I don't see. Has anybody put a Meowth? Anybody from the chat put a Meowth up yet? If I don't see any after refreshing it a couple of times, I'll just put my Arboks in the computer and we'll check later as we go and do more. But remember, the Meowths need the name is good / G Pokemon PKMN as you see on the screen. So I think I'm not seeing it. Oh, here's another way I can do a faster search, is I can select that it only shows me the Pokemon I have, filter with these conditions. Oh, so the Radiant Narwhal, you can't do a GTS at the moment. Oh, all right, that's okay. That's okay. I am going to end up with a lot of these. So, you know, sometime, you know, in the future, you can still do this, and I will, as I collect Arboks, I will look for Meowths that have the name that, you know, you go to the renamer, the Pokemon renaming guy is on the second island in I think it's oh my gosh, it's in the first city when you land. Okay, so so far nobody has put in a request. Okay, so that's fine. We'll get on with the rest of the evolving, and I will start collecting and saving my golden Arboks. That will be good. We have to be swift with the trades. Well, the thing is if you are putting in a Meowth and saying you want an Arbok, it's unlikely that, you know, a lot of people will want to trade an Arbok for a Meowth. It's true, faster is better, but I think in this case we're going to be safe because I'm not putting in the Arboks, right? You guys are putting in the Meowths, and then I find you because of the name. So I guess they call that really a reverse GTS. Some of you may already know that well. So let's go out and evolve some more Meowths. And I'll go ahead and put these in the same box so I can find them. And maybe we can have a little fun with NK as well. Go ahead and just take the next 4. Yeah, that's true, because once I evolve NK, have a quick look here. Once I evolve NK, I can certainly be evolving 5 at a time instead of 4 at a time. So let's see how many points we need. So only 3,144 more points. So I will. I'm not sure. So if NK is on the team and not actually in the battle, I'm wondering at what point I have to turn my GTS, my DS, 3DS I wonder at what point I have to turn it upside down. I think I've made this really complicated for myself. I'm focusing, as I say, guys, I am focusing really on, you know what? I'm going to do that one first. Oh, no, I'll do this one. All right. I'm focusing on evolving these shiny icons. Oh, Emerald Steve, your Meowth is in. Okay. I'm just going to type this in the chat, though, for a minute so that you can get the spelling right. M-E-O-W, Meowth. That's kind of how we spell it in English. I'm so pleased that people that speak other languages are able to understand English enough to enjoy the chat. But let's do one quick. I'm going to do one quick check into the GTS because that's part of the fun, right? Let's go ahead and be connected to the internet. Be saved. Yes, you know, with all of the wind and snow that we've had here in the last 2 days, the internet was really unpredictable. Like, you know, 2 days ago I wanted to stream, but we kept losing power, and I didn't even try. You know, that was Friday. Friday I had thoughts of streaming, but it wasn't realistic. The Radiant Narwhal says, have you tried getting a shiny Phoebus? You got one a while back and it's beautiful, a beautiful melodic now. I want to do a shiny Phoebus hunt, and I'm wondering if I should try to do horde hunting in Gen 6 to get a Phoebus, a shiny Phoebus. Do people in the chat have opinions whether I should get use chain fishing in Gen 6 for shiny Phoebus, or would it be better to try to do some SOS chaining in Gold and Silver? I'm sorry, in Sun and Moon. That's so funny. All right, let's go ahead and let me go down and look for Meowth. Going to switch my screen around so it looks a little better, a little easier to see. So, Radiant Narwhal says recommend SOS in this gen. If it took you like 43 SOS, 43 SOS is not bad at all. I really like SOS chaining. I think it's fun. Let's see. Sorry, I got to focus here on what I'm doing. Meowth. There we go. And let's do search with these conditions, and it's hopefully speed it up by saying put this filter on so it only shows me the ones that are asking for Pokemon I have. So let's see, I'm hoping Emerald Steve that I can find the Pokemon. It may take a few moments for it to register, but are you sure that that you deposited it in the GTS? You got to deposit the Meowth and say that you want an Arbok. Pokemon wanted should say Arbok, and it's got to be spelled A-R-B-O-K. Let me see. Let me go ahead and look. Let me just do a regular search and go through it this way. So, at least if you name it the way I have on the screen, then if you misspell something, at least I can find it and we can sort it out. So at the moment, Emerald Steve, it's not showing. So I would say just try to put it in again. And I am going to go ahead and, again, you want to say that the Pokemon you're seeking is Arbok, A-R-B-O-K, like you see on the screen. And I'm going to go, and we'll do this a little bit later, after I've evolved the next batch. Yes, Radiant Narwhal, Gen 7 as opposed to Gen 8. I thought you meant Gen 7. For the shiny Phoebus SOS hunting. since that's all we have at the moment. So out we go. Oh, and I need to remember to do the Pokemon refresh, so that the Pokemon refresh and the Rotom experience points. So there they are. There's 4, and Pokemon refresh. We'll just do it. Okay, so I think Howluka wants a bean. We'll just do it. Get it out of the way. Of course, he seems to eat so slowly and delicately. Okay, let's go to this one. Yeah. So, you know, it's possible to get 1 heart without even giving them a bean. If you're kind of in a hurry, like this. Okay, 1 heart. That's all you gotta do. Since I'm doing a whole lot at once, I do recommend giving them a bean because that gives them more staying power, etc. Better battling luck. But for our purposes today, this will work just fine. So it only needs the 1 heart to get the 25% increase in HP for battles. So that's okay. I'm good with all that. All right, so there we've got 1 heart for each of those guys. All good. And I think the other thing is that even though it does a save, an automatic save, whenever you're starting up something at the Festival Plaza, I'll just do a save here for fun. All right, those old things. Okay, so the only other thing I want to do before I start battling is put on the Rotom experience timer. So let's see. I'm going to use this item. I don't know if it lasts like 10 minutes or 15 minutes, but that will show up on the lower screen in just a moment. So extra experience points, and there you can see that yellow bar on the screen. So so that's a good thing, and we'll switch back to the regular screen, and away we go. Let's see if we can get a little more efficient at evolving these guys. Okay, Golda. So let's switch into my good battling guy. And oh no, I don't want Squidward. I want Howluka. There we go. Yeah, I named my Inkay Squidward after SpongeBob's buddy, who's really a starfish, but a squid. You know, I think Inkay's evolved form looks like a real squid. So why don't I'm not going to use fighting. I'll try X-Scissor. I don't know if X-Scissor is going to be... Yeah, X-Scissor doesn't actually knock it out. Yeah, in this area, the Golducks always do the wonder. They switch their attack and special defense and special defense. Although it's interesting, it doesn't seem to it doesn't last very long. Oh, okay, great. Yay. I get to fight 2 of them. Radiant Narwhal asks, what do you use to stream your game, a capture card? Yes, so on my computer I'm using OBS, because it's free, and it's actually, you know, wasn't that difficult to learn. And I have a Katsu Kitty capture card, which they cost way too much, but they do work. They do work, and I'm using a Macintosh newer iMac computer, which has got the processing power. So I was happy to see that all the things I need to make it work work just fine. Work just fine without me having to make a big investment in hardware and microphones and stuff. At some point, I will get a better microphone, but what I really like is a preprocessor for the sound, but at the moment, the way most of them put delays in for live streaming, and that takes a lot of time and energy to sort out. So apparently this gold duck avoided the sky attack. But it is effective once it hits. Is the Katsu Kitty necessary to stream it? No. You see, you have the game, and you have to get the image of the gameplay that you're doing. If you're going to live stream, you've got to get that image into the computer somehow. So without a capture card, I could set this up with a video camera and show, you know, how my 3DS looks. I tried that. I don't have a very good video camera. It didn't look that great. I wasn't happy with the results, so I did end up investing. Because again, you've got to get the image and the signal, you know, what you're seeing on your 3DS, you've got to get that into your computer somehow, either with a capture card or with a very nice camera of some sort. Okay, we've got a licky tongue. I think licky tongues are so great. I think they're really funny. And then they evolve into something which is weird looking. I think the evolution form of licky tongue looks weird. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the difference, Radiant Narwhal, between live streaming and recording from a technical point of view is that as long as you can get it into the computer, then the computer is what handles all of the details of the live streaming. OBS was really, really easy to set up. So it was free. You know, OBS is a free piece of software. So I'm a big fan, if I just sort of put it that way. I have great feelings about OBS. It allows you to, you know, put the template in. You know, I put in the different backgrounds, and you can pick up different screens and add stuff to it, and it's not hard. I'll admit, it took me a while. It took me time to learn it and get used to it and experiment, but that was okay. No, I did something dumb. Oh, that's interesting. It worked anyway. I tapped the wrong part of the screen, but since there was only one Pokemon left, the game automatically pushed my attack onto the remaining Pokemon. Okay, so we've got an evolution. That's nice. Yeah, so yeah, you probably looked up the Katsu Kitty. It is way too much. It's more than 2 times the cost of a brand new 3DS or 2DS XL. So yeah, I think people that want to live stream, if they have a phone that has a good camera on it, you might want to do it that way. Some of the people in the chat do it that way on their channels. And you know what? That's fine. If you can get the hang of using OBS, you can simply put a window around the camera view of the screen. Okay, here we have our golden Arbok. Gonna teach it crunch. Oh yeah. We'll wipe out Screech. One, two, and ta-da! Naya Heya forgot how to use Screech and learned Crunch. Okay. So a couple of tips. I saw some good how-to videos on YouTube about how to record. Let me just, I see that my little meter is going down, so let me switch this around. Actually, I think I'll put this one up next. All of them are getting experience points, but it just goes a little faster with someone in front. back to the YouTube video. I saw a good YouTube video with tips on how to record your screen with a camera and make it look really good. And they basically say, set your 3DS to a low level of lighting inside the 3DS, and then do it in a dark room so that the video camera or your phone that's doing the video recording can easily sort of have stability with the picture, and that actually works pretty well. But as I say, I tried it once or twice, and then I got into the editing phase, and I never released the video. So yeah, that's why I live stream, because it's much faster, because I don't really do much editing. I just, after my live streams go up on my channel, once they've loaded on, I use YouTube software just to get rid of that beginning waiting time where I'm setting up the stream and it's boring for people to watch. Sometimes I edit out the end of the stream if I'm doing trading or something. Alright, so let's see. So I think the Licky Tongues do a good amount of damage, or they give you a lot of experience points is really what I mean. Okay, my Howluka is up to level 90. Nice. And we have another evolution coming. Very good. Super Mario says, I caught a Meowth in a quick ball, named it Sylvester. Would you give a shiny Gyarados? Would give you a shiny Gyarados, but it would vanish in the blink of an eye. Oh, Super Mario, that's so sweet. That's something we should do it, and at a later date we could do a link trade. Yeah, I don't recommend people put, the GTS is for trading with, when like if I'm sending out, I do a reverse trade for these shiny Arboks, so that I can, I know who you guys are because of the way you would name your Meowth. But yeah, I'm not going to put the shiny Arbok up for grabs because it would disappear. Okay, so Super Mario, are you saying you want me to look for a Meowth named Sylvester? Radiant Narwhal, you used to trade Pokemon with Pokerus for the legendaries in Omega Ruby. Ah. The Pokerus used to work a little differently. It used to be more contagious. Super Mario, you said it, so you're looking for an Arbok level 50 to 60. That's right. That's right. Or you can just say you're looking for any Arbok, but if you say looking for an Arbok level 50 to 60, you're much more likely for it to still be there, so I can trade you. So I think we only have 1 or 2 more Arboks to, Econs to evolve, and then I'll be going right back over to the GTS, and we'll try for another. I'll try again to look and see if you guys have put up Meowths, or anybody who's lurking in the stream watching it but not necessarily chatting. Okay, so Naya Heya, learned Crunch. Here we go. Somehow when I was practicing this before the stream, like when I was doing this yesterday, I don't remember having to clean up Howluka so much for whatever reason. So it looks like I've got 2 Arboks and 2 Ekans, so 2 Ekans. I think I will switch these around and we'll keep going. Rotom's power wore off, so not just yet, because I don't want to be wasting the Rotom timer while I am doing the switch. So there's 1, 2. Let me just have a quick look in the summary to see. So this is definitely going to. Both of these are going to evolve on the next battle, no matter what I fight with. So I'm not going to put in the Rotom experience points for this next battle, because that's all we need and it will go. Bring Narwhal Pokemon. That's a good hashtag. Really good. Okay, so these gold ducks that are so evasive. Let's switch over to Haluka. You know, I might be able to fight, well, Golduck's have evolved. I was going to say I might be able to use my NK to fight Golduck, but since I haven't evolved it yet, we shall see. I'm going to try the Flying Press on Golduck. Oh, yeah, that's much better. Much more effective. Alright, so we're going to get our 2 evolutions now, and then we'll head over to the GTS. And I think I have HP on all of these guys. I didn't actually battle with them, so I should be able to just do the GTS from here. I'll try it that way. Oh, every time I see it, it doesn't get old. I just love the way this looks. Forget an old move. And here we go. We'll just get rid of Screech for now. And the other one should evolve. Here we go. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Evolve, come to me, shiny Arbok. Come to me, come to Granny. We're gonna have a whole backyard full of shiny golden cobras. They can slither in the grass and eat the squirrels. That may sound terrible. Where I live, the squirrels grow enormously big and they chew up everything. So they're not very cute. They may look cute, but it's deceptive. They're huge a huge nuisance. Jose Ukia. Hey there, Granny. It's been a while. Hey there, Jose. I remember you, though. Thank you for stopping by. And you can probably tell by looking at the screen that each of these shiny Arboks that I've evolved, I am going to be trading with people through a reverse GTS. So I'm about to go do that. Super Mario says, I usually catch everything in a Pokeball. It makes your PC look clean. And using a Quick Ball was weird. Using a Quick Ball is a little weird. Radiant Narwhal says, what's your favorite shiny? Yours is shiny Vikavolt, which took around 800 SOS encounters. 800? That is really patient. Like, how many days or weeks did that take you to get your shiny Vikavolt through the through your SOS? I got a shiny Grubbin pretty easily in my original Pokemon Moon game, but I never evolved it, mostly because I just haven't evolved it. Didn't get around to it, but it was almost a wild encounter. It was a shiny that appeared, a Grubbin shiny, that appeared on like the second SOS. Alright, so we have all Arboks now, and I think they're all in good... Do you have a shiny Lombre? I don't, Jose. I do not have a shiny Lombre. So I've tried the Ultra Wormhole shiny hunting, the Ultra Warp Ride, and I gotta say, Granny is kind of awkward when it comes to the... I want to get a little better before I do it on stream. Because I barely get to 2,000, so I just need to practice that. All right, let's go to the Festival Plaza. Hey DC fan, welcome, and super glad you could make it today. Today I have a giant pile, almost a box full of shiny Ekans that I am evolving to shiny Arbok, and then I'm trading them through a reverse GTS. So if you want a shiny Arbok, you have to put a Meowth into the GTS and ask for an Arbok. And you should catch a Meowth and name it as you see on the screen, like is.gd/G and then lowercase pkmn. And that way I'll know that the person is from our stream today. Jose says, do I want to trade? You have a shiny Lombre for that shiny Arbok. Jose, we could possibly do it, but I'm gonna do it the way I have it set up first, and I just find the link trades to be tricky, but I might be able to do that. Let me think about it. When is the stream ending? Your 21st just died. Oh, your 2DS just died. Go ahead and plug yourself back in. I think I'm going to go for at least another half hour, possibly longer. Let me have a quick look, see how long I've been streaming. Okay, yeah, I'm going to go at least another 45 minutes and possibly longer than that. So no worries there. Okay, wait a bit before game sync again. I hate it when it just automatically gives you that message. Like, it should just not give it to you. Okay, so I am going to look. This is how I'm going to find you guys. I am going to look for the Meowth. I'm going to switch this around because I like doing the trades this way. So this is the first time I've tried to stream a reverse GTS. So I'm a little slower than I will be in the future when I have practiced more. So let's see if I can find, oh, Sylvester, 51 to 60, that's you. Okay, light. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, and we're going to pick the shiny Arbok. Okay, so we'll take this one and deposit it. And here you go. Oh, this is so much fun. I don't know. I mean, I've seen other people's reverse GTS streams, and they're just done with like bots, and there's sort of no humans involved. But as a human involved, I find this delightful. Okay, Super Mario, so you're light. Here it comes, here it comes. You will see when you look at it that it's got the hidden ability, Unnerve, and you will see that it has the transfer only moves Dig. And if you can take it to the move relearner on Mount Lanakila for Heart Scale, you will see a vast array of all the possible moves, level up moves it can ever learn. And that's good for Sun and Moon as well as Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I know, I'm glad you like it. It's fun. I want to do things that make people happy. So I'm going to have a look and see if anybody else, any lurkers have, or anybody else has put in a Meowth. I do encourage you to use the name that I put on the screen, though, if you can, because that is the easiest way for me to find it. I can also try looking this way, but there's going to be other people showing up in the search that are not looking for the shiny Arbok. Okay. So, as I say, anyone else that wants to trade through the GTS, try it this way. You have proof that it works. Super Mario says you could have given me a rare candy. That's okay. Anyone that wants to give me a rare candy can. But as I say, as far as link trades, they take a long time to set up. And they can kind of go in the wrong direction. So, okay, Jose says you put your Lombre on the GTS. All right, Jose, let me check that real quick and see if it's there or if somebody else has tried to grab it. So, I'll look. I'll put in Lombre. And and here we go. Yeah, someone else might trade you, but I'll see if I can get it. I'll look for the shiny, and we'll say Pokemon that I have. DC Fan says, have you completed the national dex? If you have, could you one day help me? So DC Fan, I will definitely consider it. There's some Pokemon that I cannot help you with, like the legendaries and the shinies. I'm sorry, legendaries. Let me have a quick look through here for... okay, so on Lombre, there's a Lombre asking for Lunala. I don't see any Lombres that are asking for Arbok, which is what you gotta do, whoever it is. Jose, your name is Itachi on the game. It's not showing up just yet, but you know what? I will just, I'll refresh this and see if I can get it to show up. DC Fan, no worries about the autocorrect. Mine is terrible as well. Okay, so this is looking for Groudon, Clauncher, Lunala, Electivire, Dialga, Melotix. So far these are not asking for Arbok. Yeah, I'll just do a quick, I'll do this just a couple of times to see if we can get it to refresh the information. See if we can get it. Super Mario says, GameNGrannie, leave a Pokemon so I can give you a shiny Ariados. Ah, that's nice. Well, you know what? Maybe I can... Oh, see, yeah. Well, thank you. Let me think about it. Let me think about it. It's a super nice offer, Shiny Mario. Super Mario. I almost called you Shiny Mario. That could be your new name. Oh, sorry. People want their own names that they've picked. Jose, I am not seeing it. Do you want to take yours out and double check that you spelled, that when you put it in, that you spelled Arbok correctly? If you had to type it in. All right, so I'm going to go back and check Meowth one more time. I think the GTS servers can sometimes be a little bit delayed in the stuff they post. And I think it depends how busy they are. I think they're going to be really busy after the global mission starts for GTS trading, and I think it starts March 9th. I'm not sure. If anyone in the chat knows, you can tell me. It's on the Pokemon GL website, which I can look up eventually. So I'm not seeing... I'll just do it, see if anybody else has put in a Meowth to ask for the shiny, ask for the Arbok, which of course in my case is the shiny Arbok. Lycanroc, Persian, yeah, see, none of these are mine. Alright, so it's not anybody that's doing it. I will check it later. I'm going to keep on doing more evolutions because they seem to take a while. DC Fan, are you streaming tomorrow? If you do, what Pokemon will be giving away? Plus, you're so nice. Oh, ah, 6s and 7s. Thank you. I am nice. But that's because you guys are nice, and I love you all. All right, let's see. Check one more time, please. Jose, I will check in about 5 to 10 minutes. At the moment, I want to get back and get more of these guys. These guys seem to take a little bit of time to, sorry, I'm pressing the wrong buttons. They take a little bit of time to evolve, and so it's good to, for me to get sort of a stack of them. So I'll just run back here. Okay, that's silly. I don't need to be on the Tauros for like 4 steps. But anyway, yeah, there's a little bit of a delay, but go ahead and put your guys up. And Jose, you said that you are putting in the shiny Lombre. Hopefully someone won't try to take it and give you a regular Arbok. And there is Super Mario's Meowth. And I'll go ahead and put these evolved guys in. Get some more unevolved shiny Ekans. I think I'm going to do, not a live stream, but I'll post a video on how to do the box, the duplicating box glitch. Because if you catch a shiny in Pokemon Gold or Silver, it is cool to be able to send hundreds of copies of it up and pick out the IVs that you like better IVs. You have a choice. Alright, you know what? Just for now, I'm not multitasking too well, so I'm going to put this Inkay in there and just get one more of these to evolve. And I guess the other thing is I should heal up my Hellluca by putting it in the box. So heal up and out, and away we go. DC Fan, you'll be depositing in about 5 minutes. Remember, your 2DS needs charging, by the way. Good, good. We have plenty of time, DC Fan. The good way to level up is find a Chansey and keep on SOSing them. It gives loads. That's true. That is true. I'm in Ultra Moon instead of regular Moon, and the SOS is a little different, but it's not a big deal. I mean, I certainly have the I have plenty of adrenaline orbs. So let me just I've got to refresh all of these because that's my habit. That's my way of doing things. I'm gonna put that one up to go first, and we'll just do a quick Pokemon refresh. And then I'll switch the screens around. So we'll just go for just one heart each, the fast and easy way. Radiant Narwhal says, would you take the time to go back and read and try to get a Gen 1 Shiny Moltres? Go back to Pokemon Red or Yellow or Shiny Moltres. So now that you can get Shiny Legendaries in Gen 7 in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, I could get a Shiny Moltres, and that would be much easier. Gen 1 shinies are really difficult because you can't see that they're shiny, and you know, if you caught a shiny, you would then have to see if it had. You wouldn't know it. Like if you caught a Moltres, you would then have to check all of these, you know, the stat values, and do this. You know, do a lot of math to figure out, you know, if you should transfer it over to Gen 2, or you could just try it and then reset. So I think you're talking about, you know, 15, 20 minutes or longer to see if something is shiny and then do it all over again. So I think I would personally not make that my first choice of how to get a shiny Gen 1. Shiny Gen 2 is a different story, but again, I have not, in my Gen 2 games, I have not set the dogs free, so to speak. I have not let the dogs out. Who let the dogs out? But yeah, I mean, the Masuda method is great in Gen 2 for odds, but it takes so long to hatch those eggs, you know? DC Fan says, you're making a manja. You are? That sounds really cool. That sounds really, really cool. Jose says, I'll deposit your Lombre in 5 minutes if you like. Said you don't want people giving you a normal Arbok. Okay, so Jose, don't deposit it until you actually see on the screen that I'm in the GTS. That's what I would say. And I don't know, I think it might take more than 5 minutes for me to evolve all 5 of these. But we'll see. I will put on my Rotom. Let me do this first. So first I'm going to put out the Hellluca. And yeah, I don't multitask too well, so I'll probably be talking a little bit less until I at least get through one of these battles. Alright, Flying Press is good against Lickitung. Although, yeah, I could have put Lickitung into a SOS battle. Yeah, well, 950 points. So I'd have to keep switching in, but that's all. That works. It's SOS Battle with Bewares would actually be better. All right, whoops, sorry, that was silly. I was not trying to go in Pokemon Refresh. Tapped the wrong part of the screen. Radiant Narwhal says, imagine if you found a random shiny right now. Yeah, that would blow my mind. Entirely possible, though. Entirely possible. So we'll turn on the timer for experience points and see what we can do. Okay, extra experience points. Here we go. See if we can get this moving along. Yeah, DC fan, don't worry about how long it takes to charge. You'll see this actually takes some time. Jose says, okay, just let me know when you're on the GTS so I can deposit it. Yes, okay. So I will say it, and you'll also see it on the screen when I do. So yes, I will point it out. Hopefully, Granny can remember these these things. Too funny. DC fan says, you have a Game Boy Advance and you just found 2 shiny Mewtwo in your first try? What? DC fan, what are you in? What game are you in on your Game Boy Advance? Are you playing Crystal? What are you playing? Okay, here we go. Alright, this should give me some points. Yeah, that's an interesting point. Super Mario is making an interesting point that when Jose, when we finally do the shiny Lombre, ask for an Arbok that is 51 to 60, level 51 to 60, and again, wait till I'm there. But yes, that would work. That would work. Not that many people have a level 51 to 60, so they would be trying to level it up while, you know, you and I would have at least a few minutes a chance to trade. Let me have a quick look and see how many points we need. 6,500. These are in the 8,000, so I'll just switch them around. That is fine. It's all good. Oh, so you're playing Fire Red on your Game Boy, Game Boy Advance. I remember that. I have my games, but my Game Boy Advance is, oh, I don't know. I have it in deep storage. What I'd like to do is learn how to change the batteries in those, because the batteries can corrode and you don't want them to destroy everything else. What did I just do? It's a new encounter. Okay. I want to make sure that I am not getting my econs to faint. So you said a friend request on Discord, by the way. Okay, Radiant Narwhal, great. What is your Discord name? Because I answer all the friend requests, but then if you have a different name on Discord from Radiant Narwhal, I wouldn't know it was you, and I would like to know. That would be nice. I think I will try Flying Press against Golduck. Yes, that's efficient. That's good. The Radiant Narwhal has the same name. Good to know. Good to know. DC Fan says, you just got a shiny Mewtwo, and you went outside the cave and you got a shiny Oddish. What? You have total luck today. That's amazing. Congratulations. Good luck as always. It's always a happy moment, right? Spread the happiness around. So that's fun. That's really fun to know. Congratulations. All right, 2,300, 3,500. So I'll, switch these in. Let's go ahead and switch this guy up to the front. And we'll keep battling. I'm just going to do a interim save. Just, we don't seem to have any major wind or power outages, but I've learned the hard way. It just never hurts to do a few extra saves, even in the live stream. You're getting a lot of love in the chat there. Okay, Grand Bull. Grand Bully, that's what I call him. He just has like such amazing defense stats. That's the problem with Grand Bull. I mean, if you have the right Pokemon to battle him, then you can just take him out. But Grand Bull has, you know, a certain ability to evade an attack. Alright, so he's got Rage going, so I need to be really effective, if I can be, with the Sky Attack. Play rough. What, he's faster than me? That can't be right. Oh no. Well, weird. Weird. I guess he is faster. Yeah, Radiant Narwhal, you're teasing me, which is fine. I just think, you know, it doesn't hurt to save too much. Of course, I think maybe that's how some grannies turn into hoarders. They like save everything they see. That I am definitely making sure I do not become a granny hoarder. If I want to hoard something, I'll hoard Pokemon, right? They don't take up any space in my house so far. I have a few stuffed Pokemon, not too many. I have a Sailor Pikachu, I have a Charmander, and I have a Duskull. Those are my stuffed Pokemon at the moment. DC Fan says, playing Pokemon White on your DS, you just got a shiny Oshawott after 50 soft resets. Well, congratulations! Oh my gosh, the shiny luck is floating around tonight. Sunday night, March 4th. The shiny luck is all around. Good going. Good going. See, watch a shiny on your phone or on TV or on YouTube, and then you get the shiny luck. We like that, right? We like that. All right, I still have, this is great. I still have my my boosting thing going on here, and we should be, I think the one thing is I want to give some citrus berries to my Haluka. Let's give him a little more. I like this drag method of healing up, you know, giving them the berries. It's just a little faster. Alright. Let's go encounter Muse. We'll probably all get a shiny one. Yeah, guys. That's a great idea. Emerald Steve, I like that. You just got a shiny Rayquaza. I call him Rayquaza. That's not really correct, is it? Rayquaza. Congratulations. I think the shiny Rayquaza looks really interesting. I like the way they look. Let me double check which Pokemon I've got out. And which ones need what. So this one needs 2,700 more points. That one is going to evolve on the next one. That's 2,700. That one's already evolved. This one's going to evolve on the next one. I think we're fine. We're fine with this one out. So we should be getting some evolutions, and then we'll head back to the GTS in whatever amount of time that takes. So here we go. And yeah, we've got this Rotom experience boost that's starting to wear out. So here we go. We've got Beware. I should try to hunt shiny Pikipek. Well, DC Fan, the next SOS hunt that I do is going to be most likely for Bagan. I mean, I promised to do that so long ago. Oh my gosh, look what I did! I'm gonna get killed! No! Oh, phew. Wow. Wow. Drama. I wasn't trying to fight with poor little weak guns. Jose says, my brother used to have a shiny Mew, but unfortunately he gave his DS away. Oh. Well, you know what? Look at it this way. He did a really nice thing for whoever got it. So somebody was probably really happy about that. All right, let's do flying press. Flying press is a very interesting move because it's both flying and fighting. It's a doubly typed move, a physical attack move, and that is very rare. So this is where one of the things I think makes Haluka really very interesting and cool. It can learn these really weird moves. So look, here's all of my econs. They're all the remaining ones have evolved. So here we go. Here we go. Oh yeah. So DC Fan says, if you SOS hunt Bacon, you have a chance of getting Salamence, or even better, shiny Salamence. So yes, DC Fan, that is exactly why I want to do it. And I want to do it in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon on Route 1. So all I have to do is get it started, and then I'll start my stream, because I went through a 3-hour live stream months ago just trying to get the Bacon on you know, in the stream. I finally got it, and after 23 encounters, I did something really stupid and I killed it. And I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. But I lived through it. I lived another day to hunt. Super Mario, I agree, there should be more dual typing moves. Emerald Steve says, I'm going to stream shiny hunting in the Ultra Wormhole. I'll give you a shout out. Thanks for Arbok. Well, you're welcome, and thank you. And if you put your, once you start your stream, if I'm still going, put the stream link into my chat, and I'm happy to share it with people, or get people to try a mini raid. Okay, so let me just finish doing what I'm doing here. I'm getting a little distracted. You're just going for a Magikarp. That's okay, because, you know, shiny Magikarp becomes a shiny Gyarados, right? You once lost a shiny Pichu. Aww. Well, the shiny Pichu, you gotta pay attention, because they're just a little brighter, right? They're a little hard to see. At least, you know, if you're multitasking. Like, I get distracted, so I try to just focus on one thing at a time. Now, why did that guy just learn it instead of, I wonder what's going on here. Well, I'll have to check all of these Arboks once I'm done, and we'll run over and do the GTS. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I got that shiny Arbok, oh yeah. And we'll just replace Screech. I mean, you know, both Screech and Haze are going to end up getting replaced, but as I say, you all know how to get your moves back by taking a heart scale up to the nice lady at Mount Lanakila Pokemon Center. Of course, the grannies in this game wear these weird, long, green dresses that in Hawaii, these dresses would be called muumuu. Like, it has nothing to do with the cow. It's a Hawaiian name for a long, flowery dress that comes down to your feet. That's called a muumuu. And I used to have one when I was a child, because my parents went to Hawaii and brought them back and gave them to us. But as a granny, I do not have a green muumuu. Like they have in the game. So go ahead, we'll teach this crunch. But as you guys can all see, dig is a transfer only move. So you will have a totally, you know, battle trainable, competitive, you can, you know, train it up and have a competitive shiny Arbok with a transfer only move. As I say, the heart scale gives you the capability to learn some very powerful competitive moves that are like attack power 120 and 130 that are stab moves. So shiny Arbok can actually compete in battle. Okay, DC Fan, yeah, go get a mouth and name it the way I put it on the screen, if you would. Emerald Steve, so you're streaming now? Is that what you're saying? DC Fan says, if you hatch a Meowth egg in the wormhole, you can get a Kanto Meowth. Yeah, I know. Is that so cool? That I think that is really one of the fun things that Game Freak did with Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I'm really glad they did it. Very glad. Okay, so let me think. I'll have to check and see if this is my last. Well, I mean, we're about to find out if this is the last evolution before we run back and do our nice trades. So we'll just go through the motions here and see if we need to heal up this guy. Oh no, okay, so everybody is good and they're all evolved. And now I'm going to head to the GTS. So Jose, if you can hear me, and anybody else who wants to do the GTS trades, watch the screen and you will see me as I enter. Do I want to use another one? The answer is no. And let's just, this is the silliest thing in the world, but I don't want to risk another encounter. So I'm literally using the Charizard to fly back to the battle tree, which is like, I don't know, 30 steps away. Okay, so Jose, don't deposit it until you see me there. But yeah, thank you for getting ready, and I will check for that. And anybody else that wants to deposit their Meowths, now is the time. I'm just going to put that in and take that back out. And of course, this, you know, going back in and out of the festival plaza always takes a little time because it has to reconnect me to the internet every single time. And here we go. I'll just stand over here. And this is from like a prior trade. Yeah. Oh, this is from Super Mario. Okay, cool. Cool, very nice, very nice, very nice. And now it's going to try to do my game sync again, so it's still going to be a couple of minutes before I'm all the way into the GTS, but it's good. So Jose, to answer your question, so for Arbok, you want to put in a level 51 to 60. I'm going to scroll up. If you look on the screen, oh wait, I didn't type it in. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's in the description, but I'm just going to go like that. So yeah, level 51 to 60, and let me get right in here. Where can you find Meowth? You can find Meowth at the trainer school on the first island. So it's sort of right near where your house is, if you remember. Emerald, Roblox, Minecraft, Pokemon, and more. This is the channel you're going to stream from. Emerald Steve. Okay, good. Good, Steve. Emerald Steve, thanks for the heads up. And everybody, if you want to do like a little mini raid and go over and check out his stream, and then, of course, please come back if you want. But yeah, drop your thumbs up because that just always helps us, the mini streamers, the micro streamers. Okay, seek Pokemon. So first, Jose, I'm going to look for your Lotad, and I will be patient to see if you've got it up, and let's see what we've got. So I'm going to switch along here, and I don't really need to do the Pokemon you have thing. Mostly just want it to refresh and Scatterbug. So Jose, hopefully the thing is, you know, I'm completely fine with the Meowth. You know, it's a lovely thought for you to share your shiny Lotad with me, but I don't want you to do anything that's going to make you sad. So I'm going to check the Meowths. I'm going to come back and check the Lotads, and as I say, please feel free to use a Meowth, and just make sure you say that the Pokemon you're seeking is in Arbok, level 51 to 60, and that is the best chance of me being able to find you. Let me just see. This is so funny. All right, Snorlax, Leafeon, Decidueye, Frillish. So anybody that's loading up your Meowths, I guess it just takes time for the system to show it. Hang on, I gotta make a slight adjustment here. I'm going to, I think at the moment, I'm going to put my screens back like that. Lombre, not Lotad. Oh, my bad. So sorry. I will go check Lombre. Thank you. Thank you for noticing that I typed in the wrong thing. I think I just did that too quickly. Lombre. Thank you. So sorry. Okay. So, DC fan, you found the Meowth. Okay, here we go. Itachi. That's you, right? That's it. Itachi is Jose. I remember this now. Okay, so you've got your stab move, you've got the dig. I'm sorry, you don't have the stab move, but you have the transfer only move. And you can put your stab move on it, you know how. Mount Lanakila. Okay, good. Oh, I'm so excited. I just think that the GTS trading is fun. Depositing Naya Heya, which I don't know what language that is. It's an ancient language, though. It's an ancient name for a cobra. So, Jose, once you actually get it and everything's good, let us know in the chat that you actually got the Shiny Arbok, because that will be a happy thing. And we'd all love to know that this really does work. Meanwhile, I'm going to check the Meowths for anybody that may have gotten their Meowths deposited. Here we go. I'm really glad that worked out with the Shiny Lombre, because that can be risky. You just never know who's watching the GTS, and they can jump in and so forth. So I'm looking at a bunch of these. Sometimes the way to get it to reset is to just go out and make it search again. You're welcome. So you got it. All right, Jose. Great. And DC fan, you're going to the GTS. Very good. Make sure you name your Meowth if you can, so that I can find it more easily, because as you can see, there's a lot of people that have put up Meowths asking for various things. So I am going to give it a chance to... These searches, when they say, further filter the search, sometimes you don't see everything, so it's always good to double check and kind of go back and just redo the search. See, this is nice because it only shows me a few Pokemon, but it's not showing me any of you guys, so I'm going to go back all the way out. Oh, not that far out. Okay, search with these conditions. So you named yours, DC fan. Very good, and you put a like. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yes, I'm grateful for people who would like to click the thumbs up button on my live stream today. DC fan says your internet won't connect. No worries. Whenever, sometimes when my internet won't connect on my DCS, I'm able to correct it just by going out and going out of the game temporarily to turn the Wi-Fi off on the 3DS and then turn it back on. So when I do that, a lot of times it takes half a minute or something, or a few 20 seconds, but it can reset. It can reset your internet, and that might work better. Also, it could be that the server is busy. Sunday nights are really busy for the Pokemon trading hardware, I guess I want to say, the servers themselves. So we'll just run this, do that while I'm waiting. Super Mario says you have a shiny Sharpedo to give, but assuming it's fake because you got it from Wonder Trade, it's level 18 Adamant Nature. Maybe not. I mean, at level 18, it might be that somebody wanted something different. Also, sometimes younger or newer Pokemon players don't realize if something is shiny because they don't, they haven't played enough to know what the normal colors are, and they might not understand what that star represents. Okay, I'm going to research for Meowth one more time and get it to refresh. DC Fan says, you got a shiny Mew on Wonder Trade yesterday. Yeah, I mean, on the weekends, you definitely have Wonder Traders who they'll either catch or they'll hack in a shiny, but then they'll definitely use an external program to clone it and make a lot of them that are identical. And I don't do that, by the way. Each of these shinies that I'm giving out are individual. Each one is different, so that it's more authentic. It's done in game. It definitely, none of these will break your game. Sometimes the cloned the hacked Pokemon can break the game, but you know what? As long as you're not trying to deceive somebody else and you're just enjoying your game, just enjoy it. That's the way I look at it. All right. So at the moment, if anyone in the chat is immediately trying to get their Meowth deposited, let me know. Hang on. I don't care about that. Let me know. So Super Mario says, you'll give it to me. I'll give it to you if you want it. Let me know what to look for. Well, thank you for the offer. I'm going to spend a little bit more time trying to share my Pokemon with the community. However, I will check these later. So if even later off the stream, if you catch a Meowth and name it that way and say that you're looking for an Arbok level 51 to 60, I will check it off stream as well, over the next couple of days and make sure I catch up with anybody that wanted to do that. And I will be having another stream, another GTS shiny stream on, I think, March 9th, whenever the global mission begins. DC Fan, oh wait a minute, let me put that. I think you put too many frowny faces. You put so many frowny faces that it asked me to check it out. Okay, so your internet's not good. All right, don't worry, DC Fan. As I just said, if you make a note to yourself that you upload a Meowth when you do have internet, tonight, tomorrow, the next day, I will check every single day to see if people have put in a Meowth and they want the Arbok level 51 to 60, and that means to me that you're one of my viewers, and I will give you the shiny that you guys can see me. Once the stream is over, I'm also going to keep evolving these guys to make as many shinies as I can. Jose says, when will you do battling? I'd like to battle you again. That's a great question. I think maybe Wednesday. I would like to do another battling stream. I haven't organized my battling Pokemon yet, which I need to do because I've made a few more. I think 1 or 2 live streams ago, I bred some competitive Pokemon, so I would like to battle with them, and I should dedicate a stream to that so that I can prepare possibly. Let me just have a quick look. I'm trying to get the server to give me the new things, and it looks like it's giving me the same old information. And I'm trying to get it to, I'm going to go all the way out and all the way back in to see one more time if we can get the, if we can get it to load in the new trainers. So search with these conditions. So Emerald Steve says, can you make a stream on next Sunday, please? Also, I have a stop. You have to stop the stream for a while so your phone can charge. Yeah, I see your point. Yeah, I love streaming on Sundays. I'm trying to stream on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, as well as during the week, but it's just, sometimes I just can't get that organized, because there's a lot of setup, that's all. Is there a new update out for Ultramoon? Because it won't connect if there's an update. That's a good question. And I don't know. The last update I noticed was like a month ago. So my game at the moment is fine, but probably if I quit, if there's a brand new update, it's going to tell me. So I'm still not seeing anybody just yet. Let me see if I can filter it down. But no worries, as I said, guys, please, you know, anybody that wants these shiny Arboks that will be battle ready, or battle trainable, I should say, once you use some heart scales on it. I will keep checking. I will keep checking the GTS after the stream ends, and, you know, tomorrow and the next day, so not to worry. I'll check all week. Let me put it like that. Alright, so I'm not seeing any meows at the moment. Shiny, let's see, Super Mario. I almost called you Shiny Mario again. Super Mario says, put a shiny in Wonder Trade anytime you feel sad. That way it'll cheer you up knowing you made someone happy. You know what, Super Mario, this is the way I think. And I really agree with, you know, what you're saying, because it is good to spread, you know, generosity and good cheer, and, you know, the world is a better place when people have a nice surprise. Jose says, DC fan, there was a new update. Oh, well, that's good for me to know too. Thank you, Jose. Okay, so DC fan, hopefully you saw that from Jose, that there is a new update. So if you can, I see what you're saying. Your 2DS won't connect. If you kill your Pokemon game, you know, close out your Pokemon game, go to go to the settings and the server settings, and do a connection test, so that your 3DS is on the right Wi-Fi network. When you come out of that, go straight to the eStore and see if it gives you a chance to update. But as I say, you may want to go to your settings first and turn off your Wi-Fi, and then do that connection test thing, because I have to do that sometimes. All right, so my dear people in the chat, and my dear lurkers that are watching, dear viewers, I'm going to go out of this and let me have a quick look here. So I've been streaming just over 2 hours. I think I will. Do a little more leveling up, and there's Itachi. Here I am. I say thank you very much for the trade, and we'll just go out and we'll evolve a couple of more shiny econs into a shiny Arbok. All right. So let me see what I've got in my. So these are the evolved ones, and we'll just go put them in the box, get 5 new ones, and keep going. I think my plan is to stream for another, maybe roughly half an hour tonight. And if you guys follow me on Twitter or pay attention to your notifications, I really would like to stream again tomorrow. I'm not promising that I will, but I would really like to. So those are my stream goals. Those are my stream goals for the next day. I'm not quite sure what my topic will be, but it'll be good. In my opinion, the topics are meant to be fun. So, but I do like trying to stream at different times of day, because some of my viewers are asleep at this time, or they're already in school tomorrow. So I do I do like to vary the times that I stream. All right, I'm going to. Oh, all of these are really similar. I'm going to go ahead and do the Pokemon refresh on these guys, and then we'll go out and do a little battling to level it up. So let's see. So DC Fan says, I'm sorry I'll have to deposit tomorrow because I can't connect at all. It's going to die soon. No worries, no worries. Thanks for giving me the heads up. And don't worry, these updates are really small, by the way. I mean, I'm technical enough to understand what those blocks mean and so forth. So even on a modest SIM card, you might be fine. Just take your time with getting your stuff charged and all of that. So no worries. The opportunity is going to stay for whenever you finally are able to get things to work the way you want. So, I'm just really glad that you came to the stream and that you're enthusiastic about, the Shiny Arbok with the moves. And as I say, I'm going to keep having this as a recurring YouTube content for the next couple of weeks at least. I'm going to do a bunch of different streams, but this is going to keep on being available. All right, so here we go. I'll just give each of these guys a heart, and we'll go do a little more wild encounter battling. Super Mario says, maybe not today, but one day you'll give me something nice, GameNGrannie. Aw, that's so sweet of you. Thank you. I think spreading joy is an amazing thing to do, and I'm grateful. Definitely grateful. GC Fan says, I love Shiny Arbok. Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Guess who just subscribed? DC Fan, if you subscribed, thank you so much. As you can see, I have a very modest number of subscribers. When I finally get to level 100, I will do something even more amazing than I usually do. Because it's all a matter of inspiration and thinking. But if I can think of it, I can do it. That's how I like to be positive. Explore new possibilities. Okay, so we've got 3 of those. We just got 2 more to give 1 heart to, and then we'll start battling. DC Fan says, you have way more than me. I have 5 or 3. Okay, so you have a few subscribers. No worries. DC Fan, when I was first getting started, because I do not have a Facebook page, that's not my thing, I did create my Instagram account, and on my Instagram account I gave the website address of my YouTube channel. And just, developing, liking people's shiny pictures on Instagram and having, following them, following me back. I did end up getting subscribers on my channel just because Instagram people are like that. They like to follow each other, and super nice. So good luck with, any things that you try. Super Mario says, giving me something holding a rare candy. Only if you have extra. I tend to harvest, when I think of it, harvest rare candies from the beach off of Heya City. You go to the beach, and then you go to the you go across the water to the beach for 10 Carat Hill. And if you, I should actually show that. I'm going to show that. I'm going to show the rare candy thing. Why not? Only takes a minute. Plus, wouldn't hurt me to actually go get some rare candies. So this is just an aside. If you go to Heya City, oh, is that, wait, no, Hau'oli City. Go to Hau'oli City on Mele Island. And I'm just going to go to the place where, oh, what a funny thing. I tapped the, put me over at the photo center. Actually, I could have just gone through the gate. But yeah, I mean, most people know about this, but for people who don't know, that once every day or once every 2 or 3 days, once a day in Pokemon Sun and Moon, and once every 2 or 3 days in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, you can get free candies from this area. And you can see, I'll only take a minute, but whoops, whoa, that's not right. Okay, so you can see where I am on the map, Heya City, and I'm going to go right over to to that beach right there, which is connected to 10 Carat Hill. So let me get off this thing, and you know what? I am pressing all the wrong buttons. How silly. Alright, and so you just go right across the water here to this beach and get a Stoutland, and you'll find, oh, you don't even need a Stoutland, but I just use it. You just follow over to the corner and you always get a rare candy. So if you can remember to do it, you can stash up on rare candies, which is really good once you get to the stage where you're trying to evolve high-level Pokemon and doing other things. So let's go back and battle our way into, what did I do? That's so silly. Just went too far. Go back to the battle tree and battle our way up to get these Arboks. And we'll just go back to that screen, why not? And here we go. So Jose says, what other games do you stream? And it turns out that at the moment, although I like the old Zelda games on the Virtual Console, I have not done any streams of those. I have such, this may seem silly, but I have such a long list of ideas of things I want to stream on Pokemon that I have not, I don't really think I'll try to stream anything about the old Zelda games till summertime. That's what I'm currently thinking. Super Mario, so you said you had no idea about the free rare candies. That's a cool thing. I think a number of people, I think the PokeTuber Verlicify talked about that really a lot for a while. So I thought, you know what, that's something I should try to share to people too. It's just really useful and helpful information. Emerald Steve says, you open your 3DS and you're still in the Ultra wormhole. Well, congratulations for that. DC Fan says, I may have to go. My phone is going to die and it's midnight. Bye. So you are so nice, and nice to meet you too, DC Fan. And come back anytime. It was really, really nice having you in the stream today. As I say, I'm going to wind this down pretty soon anyway. And Emerald Steve says, you want rare candy. So hopefully, Emerald Steve, you got to see where to get free rare candy once a day in Pokemon Sun and Moon, and once every 2 or 3 days in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, to check it out. It's basically the beach across on 10 Carat Hill Island, across from Howley City Beach. So, let me see what I'm saying here. Gotta do some fighting. We'll just get this going. So DC Fan says, if you're streaming tomorrow, you'll definitely be here. Good to know. So keep an eye on your notifications if you subbed, or follow me on Twitter, where I also announce it. Super Mario says, you don't really use rare candies, but you know about an infinite supplier. I am all about infinite supplies that are in-game. I don't use any of the external programs or devices for doing that, but to each his own, right? To each his or her own method, whatever you're comfortable with. If you know other in-game infinite supplies of rare candies, I'd love to know. I found one, an infinite supply, another place in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and I can't remember it anymore, which is silly. I might do a video just on like exploring all of the beaches in Sun and Moon, like just like a beach fun stream. Okay, so let's get to battling. Granny loves to talk, but Granny loves to battle. So just try to do both. Emerald Steve says, do you have a shiny charm? Yes, I do. I do have a shiny charm in this game. I need to get the oval charm, but getting the eggs to hatch isn't really a big issue for me at the moment. So let's see if Pelipper is going to evade my attack. Sky attack. Oh, good. All right, we got it. Down. One down. Yeah, for this game, for my Ultra Sun game, I'm going to catch more Pokemon. And it's a different theme, but in my Ultra Moon game, I just took my living dex from Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and downloaded it with Pokemon Bank into the game so that I could get the shiny charm. That was a happy moment. Alright, let me just, I'm gonna have a quick look here and just see how many points I've got to go. So I pretty much can switch out any of these. They're all the same. So just kind of go in order. Why not? Let's see. DC Fan says, "Oh my goodness! Right before you go, you just found a shiny Lillipup on Pokemon White. Really? Yeah, you've had like crazy shiny luck tonight. That's awesome." Excuse me. Need a sip of water. Alright, so I think I am going to take a piece of advice here and see if I can do a little bit of SOS calling. Although the Licky Tongues don't give you that much, but you know, I'll just do it for a change of pace. So, we'll use my Haluka as one of my false swipers. One of my favorite false swipers, as it turns out, because it's so strong. So, we'll just see about that. So you have shiny luck, but no Wi-Fi luck. Oh no, DC Fan. Well, that'll change. That'll change. Okay, this was really not strong. I'm not going to mess with SOS hunting. Changed my mind. I'm impatient. I want to get these 4 or 5 guys evolved. Okay. Oh, I forgot to turn on my Rotom. Alright, that's next. Let's go. Let's get this guy going and turn on the Rotom. We'll switch and this one. And here we go. Let's get that Rotom experience points going. Use this item. Yeah. Okay, and only other thing is we've got that timer on and I want to heal up this guy. So restore with the citrus berries, or you know, I harvest them like crazy, as you can see on the Poképelago. So that's one way of doing it. Jose says, "Have you gotten information for the new Pokemon game on the Nintendo Switch? It's going to be amazing." So one of the things is I tend to stay away from spoilers. I know as a PokeTuber streamer, you know, I should stay up to date, you know, to answer people's questions. But when it comes to the features of a new game, I really do like to be surprised, because I guess at this point in my life, not that many things surprise me for some reason. So I'm always interested in hearing what other people have to say about it, but I'm going to actually personally not watch any trailers. Alright, so that guy. Alright, I got it. I see what's going on here. Okay, let's get fighting. And away we go. I should probably save my game again at some point. Super Mario says, "You want to be surprised too." I have a feeling Game Freak, they're pretty good at surprising people, because even when they build up a lot of hype, there's always some major thing that you don't know till you buy the game and play it, or play, you know, someone else's game. So I kind of trust them. Let me switch into Haluka. Alright, Haluka is getting beat up. What's the deal? Payback. Well, there you go. That's because I was up in the air. Good. At least, you know, the Grand Bowls do give a lot of points, I'll say that. I think if it's daytime in my game, if I were to switch over to the other, go through the warp hole to the other time zone, so that instead of day it would be night for the Ultra Moon game. I think if I do that, I would be encountering some different Pokemon. I think there's some more aggressive Pokemon in this area that give you more experience points. But that would be for another stream, because this stream I just want to get this done, get my battling done, get these guys evolved, and do one more check of the GTS. DC Fan says there have been 2 fake starter leaks that everyone thought were real. I've noticed that. And that's one of the things that I don't want to get too influenced by, is the fake leaks. And also some of the fake visuals. Like, people are taking visuals from, I guess it was Pokemon Tournament or whatever it's called, on the Switch, and they're saying that that's what the visuals, what the graphics are going to be like for Gen 8. And I don't believe that, so I don't know. I'm still really excited about Gen 7, because I just feel there's so many aspects to this game that people have, kind of underestimated. So that's my thing, is that, I just keep enjoying the games that I have in new ways. All right, Grand Bull. Let's get these guys leveled up, get them evolved. Okay. So switch over. That guy needs some citrus berries or potion or something. Hopefully it can live this play rough. Oh, okay, avoided the move. See, that's why you treat it nice in Pokemon Refresh. I have all these potions and so forth, so I might as well just... Whoa, not doing the right thing. Let's do a max potion. I probably could have done a hyper potion. Get the same effect. DC Fan says, they might not make Gen 8, but they might make Gen 4 remake. By the way, you got to go. Okay, see you tomorrow, and thank you, or on my next stream. Have a good night, and thank you so much for joining us, and thanks for subbing. That's good thing. Okay, let's try our sky attack. And goodbye, Grand Bull. All done. Child grew to level 91. Very good, very good. Okay, so we have at least 1. We have 2 that are going to. Any more? 3. Any more? Okay, so we have at least 3 out of the 5 that are about to evolve. That's nice. Works for me. Now it's evolving. The only thing about, they are evolving while the Rotom timer is still going. So the main thing is, I think, talk to Rotom a lot and just collect a lot of his Roto Lotto items, because he really does talk a lot and can interrupt your game constantly if you're just trying to harvest that stuff. Okay, here we go. Golden Arbok is learning Crunch. You just went inside the wormhole and you got a shiny Groudon. Emerald Steve, good work. Good show. Really good. So you must be able to fly pretty far, because to tell you the truth, I've gotten random stuff, but I've not gotten any shinies in the wormhole yet. That's probably just because I haven't learned how to fly very far. But That's congratulations. Really super good for you. Jose says, okay, see you later. You're going to watch anime. That's good. That's good. Anime is I think, a good use of one's entertainment time. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate you. Okay, forget an old move, and here we go. And ta-da! So I think I might, after this batch, I might have 2 left that are about to evolve. We'll see. It looks like I'm getting a bunch of evolutions here, so I'm glad that's progressing. One of the things I am working on for future streams is some music, so that it will sound the background will be better. I just tend to use all of my computer time for streaming and not so much on the other, preparation things. But I do, it's on my list to make a good soundtrack that I can use for shiny hunting and wormhole stuff, and anything that's repetitive. Be nice to have a good soundtrack. Alright, let's have a look. Peekaboo, luck here. So I have, I was right, I have 2 left to evolve. And hopefully, I think these guys might evolve 1200 for that one. And of course, so definitely, I think we're in good shape here. Alright, a little more wild encounter battling, and we'll go. And of course, we just lost the Rotom thing, but it'll tell us. Hopefully it'll tell us. Maybe not. Alright, so what I did was, the Econs isn't strong enough to battle Lucky Tongue, but certainly once it evolves to Arbok, it's strong enough. Alright, here we go. Coming into the home stretch. Super Mario says, kind of rude that we're talking about Gen 8 when, in my eyes, only a year in Gen 7. The game development team must be pissed and think we don't appreciate the games we have already. So, I felt that way last March when certain PokeTubers, which I won't name, made the mistake of saying, oh, Pokemon Sun and Moon, nobody's really interested. It's like burned out in 6 months. That's not true. That's not true. So, I think that people just like to talk about, what the possibilities are. I personally, as I've said a little earlier in the stream, I'm not really focusing on Gen 8 at the moment. I think the game developers, they are working really hard to make nice games, and so they do like the idea that people are interested in their efforts. And so I think there's a silver lining on the cloud, if there's a cloud. Okay, so we learned Crunch, and hopefully, I'm hoping my other Arbok Shiny will evolve. Yes, okay, good. So we can go back to the GTS and check for anyone else that may have been succeeding, any lurkers that might have succeeded in putting in a Meowth that want a Shiny Arbok. Otherwise, as I say, I'll check off stream. So I know that for people on the West Coast, it's still afternoon and it's daylight out, and it's kind of interesting. I have a grown daughter who lives on the West Coast, and the things that she does at different times of day are kind of completely different than what she did when she was back east. Like when she's outdoors, when she's indoors. She's a tattoo artist. She used to play Pokemon when she was very little, but she grew up, and now she is a very good tattoo artist. Okay, so I don't need any more Rotom power. And we're good. I think we can just run back and, well, we don't even really need to run back, right? Yeah, look at that. How nice that looks. All right, just got to show this off, of course, of course. See all those nice things. And we'll just go straight to our favorite place, Festival Plaza. I have grown to like Festival Plaza way more than I used to. I just want to show you guys one other thing. If you've done any of the battle agency, you can get something called Switcheroo. And here's what it does, is you, when you go to the battle agency, you know, it gives you like a certain set of Pokemon. Like in my case, you know, I've got Moltres and Axelgor and Dusknoir. But let's say I'm like, hey, you know what? I want to do battle agency, but I want new Pokemon. So if you go to the exchange center, you can just say shuffle. Oh, of course, it only lets you do it once a day, and it thinks that, yeah, it thinks I already did it today. But yeah, when you get the opportunity, it says, do you want the Switcheroo in your plaza? Just say yes. That's my advice. Just say yes. And I like to collect these tickets too, because they become useful. And you can also put a festival ticket on a Pokemon that you Wonder Trade. Because again, it's just a small way to get attention. Like if your Pokemon has a special move and when you're Wonder Trading it, you think, oh, they might not notice, they might not look carefully at this Pokemon. If you give it like festival ticket, it'll pay more attention. Okay, wait, I already said hello to this person. This was Jose. Alright, so let's go in and get this GTS thing played. Now, Super Mario says, I still play Leaf Green, my first Pokemon game from time to time. No gen has ever been burnt out completely. There's always a little ember left of die-hard fans for that particular gen. That is true. Well, I guess the way I remember it, Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire came out, and then Pokemon Emerald around the time that Fire Red and Leaf Green came out. And I was having a great time with Pokemon Sapphire, the original one. And when Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green came out, I went nuts. And I literally played those into the ground. I can't believe how much I played them. Like my kids were children in those days. They're all grown up now. And they're like, Mom, you need to make dinner. We're hungry. You're playing Pokemon. I'm like, yeah, you're right. You got to do this. You got to do a better job of being a mom and playing Pokemon. Well, I originally played Pokemon because I wanted to know any video games that my kids played. I wanted to know did I approve or not. And the best way to find that out was to play them myself as I saw it. All right, let's see, what are we looking for? So just off the top of my head, I'm not seeing any Meowths that are loaded up at the moment that are asking for the Arbok level 51 to 60. And let's just put a filter on this. And let's see, Decidueye, Frillish, Solgaleo. So I think what I'm going to do is, I can't change the name of these Pokemon that I'm giving out because I named them back in Pokemon Gold, and there's no way to send it back to rename it. So that's okay. I think what I'm going to do, just to maybe raise awareness about how much fun this all is I am going to put in, I have no way of giving it something. Hang on. I've got an idea. I'm going to go out of the GTS. I'm going to give a Pokemon that's in my party something to hold, and then I'll put it on the GTS and ask for a Meowth, just as a way to, like you said, give a free give a free shiny to somebody, make their day, and they might get interested in the stream. Or not, that maybe they'll just have a happy day, which is all good. So held item, let's give it, so I'm thinking if I give it a leopard berry, maybe that'll help people look at the moves. Super Mario says, my brother stopped at Sapphire and you picked up at Leaf Green and you never stopped. Yeah, really good. You know, I think that happens. That happens like in families especially. But it happens with friends too, that like one person gets the idea from another. In my family, I had a lot of kids. And so when the older kids got disinterested with the Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance, and they kind of moved on to other game platforms, the younger kids in the family then could have the game systems of their own to play. So it's good. People find stuff they like. I want to give it something to hold. A leopard berry seems kind of modest, but it is after all a shiny, so yeah. I just want it to have it, you know, when somebody gets this, I want them to look at the moves so that they could be potentially inspired. All right, so this is good. Now I'm going to go back to the GTS, and I'm going to deposit it and ask for a Meowth in return, and somebody is going to be happy. Seek deposit. Here we go. So there's the shiny that I got. Here is the holding the leopard berry, and away we go. Deposit. Yes. Be kind of funny. Pokemon wanted. I'm just going to say Meowth. I'm going to say any Meowth. Because a Meowth can be all the way from Gen 1. Like, so conceivably, somebody even playing Gen 6 that can do the GTS trades could theoretically, well, could they get this in their game? I don't know. I don't know. Certainly the Sun and Moon people can get it. Gotta put my mind on this, finish my task. Okay, Meowth, any gender, any level. And I'm going to say, this is, sometimes people read these, sometimes they don't, but I just say, great potential, raise it if you like. It's sort of a nice thing to say, a little different. Emerald Steve says, I gave my Poipole for a Litten, and in less than an hour you had an Incineroar. Very cool. That, you know, that's really generous, and that's a lovely thing to do. It really is. So I'm going to search around, but I wonder how long this is going to last. You know, that's what it's going to look like. If you guys go and look at look for Arboks, tell me if you see it. I'm not going to quit. No. I want to seek. I'm going to keep looking around for the Meowths. Super Mario, I hope I can give you one of my shiny Pokemon from Moon. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. I am a little tired tonight, but we will do that at some point, and that's just really sweet of you. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's just gonna have one more look and see if any of the lurkers were able to upload a Meowth and ask for an Arbok. Of course, I'm not seeing it that way. But as I say, the filters don't necessarily reload the data that well. But it doesn't hurt to check it out. So none of these are asking for an Arbok. Now, what happens with the GTS, as I understand it, if I go and look for an Arbok right now, most likely I won't see my own thing, my own Pokemon, but you guys would see it if you were checking for it. So let's see. Oh, you know, I could put the restriction on it. Persian. Yeah, see, so I'm not seeing my own. However, Let me go change that to put the level in there. But I don't think you see your own when it's on the, unless you're playing with a different game or something. Yeah, so it's not going to show me my own. So Super Mario says, I haven't picked up the Arbok yet. It's in US and my shinies are in Moon. Oh, Ultra Sun. Ultra Sun. Cool. Well, that's all right. You know, it's going, if you don't have room in your party, I think it always goes to like the first, like box 1 or whatever box has space. But yeah, you know, you'll get it. Okay, I think that is the end of my adventure at the moment with GTS. I will, as I say, people that want to check this out later and put the Meowths in and ask for the Arbok level 51 to 60, preferably name it as I have on the screen. People that are watching, same is true for people that are watching this live stream after it loads onto my channel. The offer is still good. So try it out. It might take a day, it might take a couple of days if you're watching this way in the future, like in the summertime or something. But I'm going to have a bunch of these for trading. So I do make this offer kind of extend into the future. For now, people, I am going to, let's fix my screen. I'm going to wind up the stream. Thank you so much for joining us today on the live stream for my experiment to sort of see if I could figure out how to do this quick enough for everyone. And I think I've learned some things, how I can improve this type of stream in the future. If you haven't clicked the thumbs up, please feel free. And make sure you subscribe. Please feel free to follow me on Twitter, because I also always announce my live streams on Twitter. And if I find out cool stuff during the week, I often post it there. Emerald, Roblox, Minecraft, Pokemon and more says, next Sunday, can you give out Rockruff? Oh, totally. I tried to give out Rockruff at one point. Because it was the Rockruff that will turn into Dusk Lycanroc, it wouldn't take it. I think it wouldn't take it on the Wonder Trade. I think it will take it on the GTS. So yes. Anyway, Emerald Steve, I totally can. That's a great suggestion. Thank you so much. And you're welcome to everyone in the stream that are happy getting to watch the Golden Arbok. As I say, I have treats coming out in the next 2 weeks. So I love you all. Thank you. And alola.